on Latin Hip Hop Alert. That's the guy that I was doing the Canelo video about that and about the mental criminal. And actually he shout out to me last year when I did my video defending Latino rappers, particularly those from Mexican descent. Talk about DJ Flat's channel. Okay, well, that was a video that I kind of did not always agree with. In he's made about SPM versus Tekashi69. And what about Tekashi 69? It's about saying that Tekashi 69 and SPM was charged with, with a child sexual abuse cases. But the difference between Tekashi 69 and SPM, first of all, the 13-year old, I can relate because I'm about her age. Okay, so when I was 13 back in '93, going on to 14, because I won 79 and 19, the white woman. Okay, she was born 80 or 79 like me. I was born 79. Okay, so there were girls, okay, who looked young, who looked older. Because I remember I was in middle school trying to chase after them girls who were fully developed. They had big breasts. They had makeup on. You couldn't tell unless they were short and not developed. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And when girls today, their teenagers do not look like back in 1960s and 70s and all that. Okay, so in the early 80s, it's like things changed. I guess the food, the hormones in the food and everything, because people look older for their age. You know what I'm saying? When they're young, like what I'm saying, it wasn't for me taking drugs, and I'm not talking about illegal drugs. I'm talking about drugs from the Whole Food Store and GNC, okay, vitamin C and all other stuff. Taking all this, I would not be, and taking care of myself. I don't smoke or drink. Um, Only there's sometimes I drink. I don't drink all the time because I'm bipolar medication. I can't drink with, what I'm saying, with that medication. But I don't do drugs. I don't do no weed, no kush, no crack, none of that. Okay, no ecstasy. I never done illegal drugs. Okay, never. Okay, so I guess if I look young for almost 40, but there's people, especially if they're doing drugs, and I guess certain food. I guess that's the reason why folks overdevelop and when they get young, older. Remember, you gotta understand also too. Jessica Simpson she's born 1980. She used to sing Christian music, and they got rid of her because she was developing her breasts. They thought it would advertise, which is stupid. God gave her those breasts. She didn't go get no double D's at the at the doctor, saying plastic surgery and like that. That was natural, and she wasn't advertising her breasts. That's how she was made. But they thought that her singing Christian music, that was going to, I guess, make the guys lustful after her singing for the Lord. I don't know what it was. It's a Protestant evangelical. No offense to people who are Protestant. I'm not. I used to be one. But the point is, their own interpretation of the Bible, individual interpretation of the Bible, private interpretation of the Bible, and that's what got her out of her music genre. She loved to sing, started singing secular, pop music. Now, that's true. So what happened is there were girls that was 13 years old, 14. You forget Superhead, Corinne Stephens, who, by the way, to those who like, she is part Hispanic. Superhead. Her mother was black Jamaican, Puerto Rican, and Danish, some European, some white European, her roots, and she was from the Virgin Islands. Okay, her dad was African American descent. I don't know what besides black, and none of us are pure black in this country, including myself, and I identify as multiracial. But he was African American descent from here. Remember, she left her abusive mom when they moved from the Virgin Islands to Florida, and she almost killed her abusive mom. I can't understand where she was coming from too. Well, anyway, she was taken to her dad's house in Arizona and read a book, Confession of a Vixen, and you'll know that her dad and her stepmom cannot get along. So he said, once you leave this house, you need to come back. And she had to get a fake name, which she did use a Hispanic last name, um, to go strip, and she was underage. Superhead was underage in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, stripping. Okay, that's when she made not Cap G, excuse me, no, not Cap G, the rapper. Um, um, King G rap, Key, hold on, Key. Kiji rap, so like whatever his name is. He's an old school rapper. Okay. Now, Amber Rose, bald headed Amber Rose. She was a stripper at 15 years old in Philly. So, and please do your research about the naked harem. If you're from El Paso, y'all know about that scandal, that the modern day whorehouse of Texas. What happened in 2005 and 4 about the naked harem? Y'all should know, but I'm talking about the naked harem, cause I was trying to go to Jaguar, that's far from Job Corps, by Georgia 16, and get my homies in 2005 to go down there during summertime, and we go see some women strip. Cause I heard Foxy, y'all know about Foxy. Foxy was ratchet, they had women with bullet holes in it. So I said, I didn't want to see that. Some women were pregnant strip. I said, no, I don't want to see that either. Okay, so I know about that. Okay, what happened by 2006? The white woman that owned Naked Harlem, she had underage girls working for her, and then she had all type of men. You gotta understand. I mean, change subject, but you gotta understand. This woman, she was crying about her. God, usually don't laugh at people who go to jail unless they did something to me or something heinous. But no, I couldn't laugh at her. I mean, I can cry about. I can feel sorry for her. She got 20 years in prison. She was prostituting the girls. The girls, the women and also underage girls. Lucky R. Kelly wasn't in there. They were prostituting, meaning that when they were stripping, which is they're underage for doing that. That's against the law. Then they had VIP, and the stupid woman was stupid because she had priests, ministers, lawyers, doctors, cops, people who work in law and medical field, professional, construction workers. She had all type of clientele, okay? Especially in the city of El Paso, upscale, okay? So you got underage girls stripping, which is against the law, is sick. But not only that, you got credit card receipts of the VIP. Now, it was not just stripping VIP. There was some things going on in that VIP room to the point you had to clean up the white stuff, and as men we talk about, okay? So, and it wasn't just jacking off. We know some things were going on. They was getting blowjobs, okay, and everything. Yes. They only had tips, they had credit card receipts of the tips, which led to the evidence of this woman doing that at Naked Harm. And she was crying at the Pounce County courthouse. Like I said, no. I'm like, excuse me for name, bitch. Everybody feel sorry for your nasty dumb ass. You have girls prostituting and shit in your damn yeah. I ain't feel sorry for your damn ass. I was sitting there just laughing at her when I was at Job Corps. And David Crosby, I sure was when they showed it on TV during Christmas. I think it was during Christmas time or right after Christmas break. Sure was. Ooh, no, you knew exactly what you was doing. And where were these parents of these girls? Say that I asked about SPM's baby mama. So that's how I know. Like I said, I know 13, 14-year-old girls who was developed and they put on them heels and makeup and spray their hair up and everything and eyeliner. You would think there was some grown women and they weren't. Okay? So that's how I know. And I remember I was one of them guys, one of them teenage guys in middle school trying to chase them, because especially they had them tickle bitties. You know what I'm saying? All right? You know what I'm saying? So I remember, so SPM, I don't know his baby mama, the white woman that he had child with when she was a girl, when she was a woman yet. But like I said, I'm in her generation, so I know. And I was one of them dudes in middle school chasing after girls who got them tickle bitties and developed, okay? So I know. You can't sit here and talk about, because I'm old school brothers, and we was arguing on the bus one time. It was a Latino guy and some dark-skinned old school brother on the bus. We were arguing. Both was drunk. The Latino had sense, even though he was drunk, but the brother who was drunk, no, you can tell me, I don't want to talk about that. You can tell a teenage girl. No, that's when y'all was coming up in the 60s and 70s, okay? In the 90s, girls didn't look like no damn little girls no more, okay? Can y'all get in y'all head? Especially when you had these parents allow these girls to dress like grown-ass women. And that was going on, too. There was some sad Jesse Raphael was talking about that. You know, I'm a talk show, Couch Potato, I watch Oprah and all that. They talk about these teenage, besides them complaining about the girls dressing like that, you had mama and daughter teaching their little girls and teenage girls to dress like sexy and everything. Yeah. And you know, Sarah Jessica Rod had a lot of things on her show. And Jerry Springer and all the rest of them open it. Okay. So, Geraldo and Montel, come on. Ricky Lake, Jen Jones, come on. So, that was not a shot. I don't condone if it was consensual, if he did have sex with her knowing that she was 13. But I don't think that he would have sex with her at 13 years old, even went to strip club. Because dudes who go to strip clubs do not go look for teenage girls. Dudes going to look, see women, not little girls, women strip. So she got a fake ID, and the question is, where is the club owner? Where is the club owner? And where he hiding or she hiding, I assume it's a he, but we act like the naked heart was a female last time, okay? So the madam or the pimp, whatever, the madam or the pimp, whoever these people at, why no one they're gonna charge SPM, but that why not charge the club owner? Because it's still considered illegal in the state of Texas. No matter how statute of limitations, it's still considered illegal. Okay, a grown ass person knew what they were doing. That a teenage girl with a fake ID, and back then they had fake IDs. We had friends who go to clubs, not just strip club, but dance clubs. Okay, in the hood, I think it's South Park somewhere, Club Boomerang. I know a sister who, by my age, she used to tell me she used to go to the club with a fake ID in the 90s when they had Club Boomerang in Jamaica. Come on now, y'all know about it here. Thank you. So please get that out of your head. And I knew girls when I was in high school who and dudes who went there too with a fake ID. They had a mustache because I didn't start growing hair in my hair till I was 20 something. You know, especially like early 20, like 24. Okay, and my dad and I had that. That's that Native American because you know us Native Americans and many of us got Native American DNA where we African descent mixed and Latino. Name and Asian, okay, because Asian, name my Asian. We're not here. Like I'm not. Y'all know I'm not a hairy person. You can see me on my shirt. Oh, I'm not a hairy person. That's genetic, okay. Can't you tell me I'm not mixed. You know I'm not. I don't look like this, okay. God dog. Anyway, point is, I had to go there because some people are so stupid and ignorant. They get on my nerves. Which leave my ass alone. Anyway, point is, the dudes who can grow hair on their face and pretend to be a grown man, but they underage. They can go in a club and pretend to be a grown ass man trying to talk to some grown ass women and lie on their ear. It went both ways. We have young girls doing the same thing, and grown dudes too, especially they were buff and you know built to the point that he was jocks or they was lifting weights. You would not think that they were teenage guys. You think they were grown college dudes or something. All right. So, not only that was going on, so to compare that to Tekashi69, Tekashi69 in his case said that he did not know the girl was 13 when he recorded when she was 17, he was 17. Okay, the different scenarios here is that one was at a strip club talking about SPM, and the other one was here around teenagers. In New York, y'all crazy, just like Chicago. So when we debate about R. Kelly, a brother who's defending R. Kelly is grown, like I said about grown, but I said still, me as a grown man, I don't want to fool no underage girls, okay? And the BBC, you know, not the anime, I'm talking about the British Broadcasting Channel documentary said that R. Kelly purposely, his crew, admitted, went to the high school where he graduated, he dropped out. And he had met some girls that was underage, and these girls they came from broken homes. So I understand that. I've been in Chicago one time, and the brother was where the blood plasma was at recently. We're talking about debate. Well, it's not his fault. We got priests and ministers doing the same thing. It's still wrong. I mean, God dog it. I mean, don't matter. It's still wrong. Okay, you know. And the women with some sisters, there was some cool sisters I know, but they was still being silly, trying to defend. You know, not my daughter. I ain't got no kids yet, but not my daughter. I'll probably be in death row if I find out older dude trying to talk to my teenage daughter. I'll probably be on death row of his murder. And y'all know I'm bipolar as fuck. So you know damn well you fucking my damn kids, I'ma come in there and start shooting. Yeah, I ain't making no threats. They can't put me in jail because I ain't got no daughter. But I'm saying if I did, hypothetically speaking, freedom of speech, First Amendment. If a dude older age 18, start talking to my daughter, and I told him before, leave my daughter alone, and they do some sex acts, I might be on death row. So I don't know where these people's daddies at and stuff, and if you abandon, if the daddies hearing this shit, who all are Kelly's victims' dads down there in Chicago, y'all some rotten ass dads. Can't blame the mama being hood or anything. You chose to lay down with her, God dog it, and you ban their child. They need your support and protection. Who get on my nerves? Point is, so that's different. Chicago, so I brought Chicago and New York because y'all similar. That could be the case. A private 13-year came from a broken home. Here we go again, okay? But then he pled guilty. Me, I ain't playing no damn guilty if I was accused of that. Hell to no. We gonna prove in that case. We gonna have to fight the Supreme Court. Oh, hell to no, I ain't play no damn. Give him like that brother. Remember the brother that committed suicide that was in Rikers prison in New York? Remember the one that forgot his name out, and I cried when I heard about him committing suicide. He was falsely accused of stealing a backpack, and they tried to get him to say plead guilty and less charge. He said, "No, I'm not doing it." Remember the men were trying to rape him, and everything, beat him up in prison. Show was he was a teenager. And he later on, when he got back in society, he ended up committing suicide. He was trying to get his life together. I'm like him. You fight, you falsely accuse me. We gonna fight tooth and nail on that. So if Tekashi69 was innocent, I'm sorry, and you was making money with SoundCloud and everything else, bro, you need to go ahead and try to fight that case if you innocent. So it makes you, that's why the people here in Houston, Jay Prince, son, some Latino rappers in San Antonio, Lil King G, you know, and other Latino rappers was in California was saying, hell no, don't bring your ass up here in Southwest. You know what I'm saying? We went from Jay Prince from Rap A Lot, his son, and everybody else. And they were trying to tell his ass in the game, the game Blaxican. I think because I heard that the game's dad, the one who passed away, he's high yellow. The game by my color from G Unit is Blaxican. And he said he talking about who's a real blood and who real crip and all other stuff. And I'm like, Tekashi, you talking to an OG? You better pipe down like Mr. Capone and what's his name, and Sudal told Wild Vicky, you better pipe down. You better, and Lil Tay, you better pipe down your little young asses. Okay, you better no, you better leave the motherfucking game alone. You saw him in that movie with him and Tyrese and the other Latina on the video. Let me educate people. Morgan, Megan Good, she is part black, white, Jewish, Native American, and Boricua. Yes, she is. Yes, you know Megan Good. Yes, go look it up. She part Latina. Okay, yes, Megan Good, part Latina. Yes. See, I've been bringing back with this old one drop rule culture, because no longer law. So, you know, me reading about people mixed ancestry and stuff. Yes, Megan Good is part Latina. She's part Puerto Rican. I think her dad's part Puerto Rican and part black, something like that. And her grandmother was Jewish on the mama side, white Jewish. She said Creole and as well in her family. And they thank you. So yes, Megan Good, camera skin, fine, who married to a preacher. She is part Latina, and is it waist deep? Waist deep. You saw how the game acting there. That's a real side of him. Okay, don't let that television Hollywood fool you, Tekashi69. Okay, you ain't Tyrese in that movie, so stop. Anyway, point is, all right. So they was telling him better not come here, nobody, no child, but so everybody said, why everybody defending SPM? There was no evidence in the little girl. And rumor has it, because I got to see it for Vader, I don't want to say it for real, that the victim, the alleged victim, because a lot of folks do not know, her mother was married to SPM's homie, and I don't want to say names. I saw people's comments dropping out real legal names. I don't want to get involved in that mess too deep, but let's keep it real up in here. The dude seemed like he was mixed, or probably African-American or white, because he didn't have a Latino last name. That's all I gotta say. But the woman was Latina, okay? And because they had Anglo last name. He was locked up. So while he was married to his wife, I think it's Carly Corey's mother, SPM was fooling around with her. And they've been messing around in the past before, I think, before he got married. And Carter Bad Batch, he told DJ Vlad. And a lot of people been dropping names and dropping this stuff. I've been reading the comment section on this. They said that he about to blow up. I think Sony, Tom Mottola, Mariah Carey ex-husband, Jennifer Lopez ex-boyfriend, Thalia from Mexico, her husband now, okay? Or some other record label, one of them record labels is not on Sony. Cause this, remember, folks understand, when SPM was popping, just like Big Pun and Fat Joe, this was a Latin explosion, okay? Jennifer Lopez actually did Selena, okay? Of course, Mariah Carey, who's part Venezuelan besides African American and Irish, she was popping, but she already been out there, okay? You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks know, yeah, she is part Latina, okay? Her dad, last name was Nunez. Her grandfather from Venezuela. He changed the carrier. He came over here from the United States in Florida Keys. He met Miss Hattie Cole, which is her African descendant grandmother. That's where Aurora Carey come from, which is Aurora Nunez, Mariah Nunez. Okay, call it like it is. So Mariah Carey, and her mama is a white Irish American woman, Patricia Higley, formerly known as Carey Nunez. Anyway, point is, okay, so she already been out there. She left and she was showing more skin when she left. Time I told her. So the next year, you had Ricky Martin, you had Mark Anthony, you had Enrique Iglesias. Ricky Martin, Mark Anthony been singing in Spanish. Of course, Mark Anthony sing freestyle back then. We had long hair, okay. And Enrique Iglesias, that's Julio Iglesias' son, okay. And Julio Iglesias married a Filipino one period of time who's Filipino in Spanish. That's Jabeli Julio Iglesias Jr. and Enrique Iglesias' mother, so he's mixed, okay? He's part Asian, so all my Asians out there, yes, he's part Asian, okay? You know what I mean? Know about these mixed ancestries? Okay. Anyway, so they was popping, okay? Remember the Latin explosion, and you had the hip-hop part, and this is right after Selena movie, because remember, Selena wanted to do the crossover, seeing, Dreaming You album to come out in 95 until that old heifer down there named Yolanda, bitch ass young son of all killed her. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of Latinos who sing mostly in Spanish was trying to cross with the English market, okay? Remember they were trying to pump Shakira up. Remember Shakira when she had black hair? And she had red hair. And right after 9/11, because I remember this, I'll never forget, because she part Arabian, she part Lebanese. You never know about these mixed ancestry, just like Selma Hayek. I think Selma Hayek is part Mexican Lebanese, and Shakira is part Colombian Lebanese, and her mama got Italian and other. Okay, in her family besides neighbor and probably some black. Okay, some Afro-Colombian, never know. Point is, African Steve never know. Anyway, point is, so in her dad's Lebanese. So them belly dances, that's Lebanese dance. That's not Colombian dances. She just combined together because she's a mix, okay? They were trying to prop her up, okay? So remember Gloria Estefan had to, Gloria Estefan's friends with her and Emilio Estefan are friends with Tom Mottola. So remember they were trying to get Shakira, okay? Remember, they almost denied Shakira a job because she speak English real good. So Gloria Estefan, who's Cuban American, had to teach her how to sing whatever, yeah, and make sure she don't mess up. Okay, she told Oprah that. Y'all be keeping up with this mess. Okay, point is, so during that time, I know y'all laughing. During that time, they was trying to do Latin explosion. So SPM, that's why when I said at Tyler meeting, when Matthew Knowles was there, okay? Remember, people bashed me as I was talking Canelo that, hey, lay low about not bringing no negro, you want to say the N-word, on your album and Mr. Criminal Situation, okay, brothers on his album, okay, and I said, excuse me, they didn't want me to have no contract and singing in Latin music, okay, so, come on. Back in 99 when I was 20 years old. And also and I don't want to mention any names, my agent used to work with Lil Kiki and SPM. I never met Lil Kiki and SPM, but I knew people who know them. Okay? I'm going to go detail who I know. Okay? So during that time, they was trying to get SPM. Because this was the Latin explosion back in 99. You got Ricky Martin, Big Pun, Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to get Mexicans on, not just Cubans and Puerto Ricans and people who mix with Spain from what I'm saying, and what I'm saying, they were trying to get Mexicans too, okay, so anyway, so point is, this was the time was, SPM time was about to blow up because this Latin Martin, it was approaching Latin acts, okay? And I don't forget them days, okay? And, living la vida loca, Ricky Martin, he was making some buku money with that money, okay? And Mark, I need to know. Okay, I don't forget them days. All right, and waiting for the night. Jennifer Lopez looked good in that video. Yes, she looked good, and If You Had My Love, but she also looked good. I see why she was being used the pin against Mariah Carey when she was dating Tom Mottola. I see why. That's why Mariah said, I don't know her. Okay, because right after she divorced, that's Mariah divorced Tom Mottola before he started dating Thalia. He was dating Jennifer Lopez. A lot of folks don't catch that, okay? So that's why she, that's why they took songs from certain artists, Shantae Moore and Mariah and Ashanti later on, and try to make Jennifer Lopez look a little bit like Mariah can dye her hair more blonde. Yeah, okay, I see why. Okay, they're trying to pin Jennifer Lopez because of that Latin explosion, okay? Now, as she made that Bucaman in that Selena movie, okay? So, anyway, that was success for her doing that Selena movie, okay? She left her Cuban American husband, okay? On High and Wild, okay? And when she was dating Diddy too, and she was dating Mark Anthony later on, okay? Alright, let's get to the subject. So, that's what happened, okay? He was about to make that buku money. SPM about to blow up because it's a Latin explosion. Big Pun, Fat Joe, Jennifer Lopez, you know what I'm saying? Shakira, they're trying to get Shakira, you know what I'm saying, in this, okay? And the woman who's the Sancha, okay, the side piece, okay, she, according to sources, especially Bay Bash, was saying that she was trying to get money, and she did call the office and say Dope House Records, and said that she was going to extort him, and you better give me the money, or else I'm gonna say this. And I was saying, why that, and everybody questioned about Carly and this girl, because the girl was 5 years old. Carly, SPM's daughter, was 9 at the time, right? No, she was 5. Carly was 5, and the little girl was 9, so she was older, and everybody was like, why they was playing together, but I guess it was friend, like little sister, big sister maybe, and they spent over. And according to a source, they said that she had a stomach ache, had menudo, and she had a stomach ache. And when she had a stomach ache, he sent her home at night to the baby's mother, the girl's mother, who's a side piece, who was married to SPM's homie with the Anglo last name, okay? Which I question, mixed heritage, or if he's African American or Hispanic, mixed Hispanic or Anglo, whatever. That's when this mess happened. So I guess, and I would not make an assumption. He probably was upset the fact that his homie slept with his wife or girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I think that I did see the dad at the trial on TV, okay? So I think he is mixed with Hispanic, or mixed with white or African. Some other, because his last name is not Latin, okay? It's not an Hispanic surname, okay? So, or either it was her stepdad, maybe. I'm not sure, because he looked like the sister, like in olive skin, dark hair, whatever. When he was telling SPM off in the courtroom, okay? So, anyway, the point is, so she tried to get money, and Baby Bash said he was there. He told DJ Flag, he said he was right there in the office. He said, this woman, this B, whatever, trying to give me some money, asking for money, because he about to sign a deal with either Universal or Sony, okay? And that's what started this whole fiasco, okay? They couldn't find no evidence, but they said underage girls came later on, and there was no evidence there, but the evidence was pointing at the fact that he had made a child with a 13-year-old back in 93, 94, which is, find out, I'm going to say his name, that's SPM's son now, is out there rapping, the one who's from this situation, okay, I'm trying to say it like that. for this relationship. And no offense to his mother, but you know, where was your grandparents? You know what I'm saying? Her parents, just like I said about, well, you know, I can't stand Amber Rose and then Mama. That's why she a thought. 15 years old. Superhead, no one supported her when she left her dad. So that's what serious. But these, like the R. Kelly victims, and I would never, the one who was on TMZ, if I was the dad, I would never pimp my daughter out to R. Kelly, knowing his past. Okay, me and Aaliyah is the same age. Aaliyah, right after I turned 15, like weird, because right after I turned 22, that was a week after she died. Okay, so around like she turned 15. When I turned 15, she was 15 in January. Okay, I turned 15 in August. Before I started going to school in 9th grade, that's when we found out that R. Kelly was on 9 cents in the box. R. Kelly and Leah had got married back in '94. I forget this. I would never, at the end about the pen situation, never pimp my daughter out to someone with that past. That's stupid. Stupid. You can't, you know, you trying to make your daughter famous. There's other ways of making your daughter famous, not going to someone who has passed that. A pattern. Okay? So, that's the different scenario compared to, it's a different scenario compared to Tekashi69 because there was no setups, to my knowledge. Tekashi was running wild, according to the stories I'm hearing, okay? And he's probably met some girl at 13. If he's innocent, or maybe he knew about it, okay? But pleading guilty, SPM did not plead guilty, okay? And instead of Texas, it's what Karen Rodriguez shot out to her. And, you know, she's a white woman. She's from, well, she may be mixed. But I read that her dad's Spaniard and her mother's Anglo. So that's, you know what I'm saying, not Latino from Latin America mixed, okay? Anyway, but she said it, and she knows, okay? She one of them good white folks, anyway, white Hispanic folks who know the system. She knows that the system's corrupt, and when it comes to a person of color, you're innocent, you're screwed. You better pray to God that he intervenes, okay? So, that's what I'm saying. Even what happened to John Hernandez case here, they still have not tried the Thompsons. They still have not put them in trial. You know, if it was an African-American person, African-American Hispanic, who killed somebody, especially, you know what I'm saying, they're going to automatically put them on trial. It'll be a speedy trial, okay? So, anyway, but that's the reason, that's the real reason why. So the two scenarios are totally different. You have someone who's set up, and you have someone who did not know about someone being an adult, working at an adult area, not in a kids area. So that's the whole reason why. You get my point. It's a different scenario compared to Tekashi69 and SPM. Now, both of them are Mexican, except Tekashi's part of him. Tekashi69 is Meso-Rican. Okay, I don't understand how folks don't miss that. He Puerto Rican, okay? He Meso-Rican, okay? His dad was Puerto Rican, God rest his soul, got killed. His mother is Mexican, okay? The difference also, too, in that scenario as well, SPM parents are Chicano, to my knowledge, right? Then from here, Mexican-American, okay? Where Tekashi's mother is from Mexico, okay? You know, so that's a totally different scenario. Tekashi69 is out of jail. Let me want to let you know, if it's a person of color versus a person of color, like here in Texas, but it's 10 times worse in the liberal states. Now, I'm a liberal, but I don't condone this. There's a lot of chomos, as I say, child molesters are learning their word because people drop their name down on SPM. Chomos in those areas. Even Hollywood, okay, with the, you know, the Harvey Weinstein, with the Corey Feldman, with the Stephen Collins, okay, you know, people accuse Bill Cosby, okay, and Michael Jackson. I know Michael Jackson was innocent, but Cosby, I don't know he innocent or not. Y'all know I'm in my video about that, okay. I'm keep on being undecided about that, cause I see a lot of loopholes, especially with Jan Dickinson, okay. That case when she meant that she did lie, okay? So, anyway, But point is, okay, you know, the Pizzagate, you know what I'm saying, Open Secret. Okay, I saw the documentary Open Secret with Todd Bridges from, you know, Willis from Different Strokes talked about this. You know, Carrie Feldman and Corey Haim and rest of these people talking about the, you know what I'm saying, that's another Me Too moment in Hollywood, okay? So do y'all see him, you see what I'm saying? It's a lot of sick stuff, okay? You know, and the Christos with a B2K and another person in interest who's part Latino and part African American, which is Marcus Houston. Yes, Batman, Roger. Yes, his mother's part Mexican. His mother's Mexican. Dad was African descent. You know, from immature. Yes, so yes, in immature, you had Latino up there. Marcus Houston. Roger. Yes, he's Blaxican. Okay. So, anyway, and I have a side on him when Raspy told that story about him involved in that mess besides Chris Stokes. Um, there's so much sickness in there. So, even with Lee and R. Kelly, okay? Um, point is that for some reason, I don't know what's going on. I'm a liberal, but I have morals. I would never condone a child molester, okay? That's a heinous crime. That's an evil crime. And I would never condone one if they're guilty. It's just that a lot of people lie on people. That's a lot of people getting back at folks. It's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I think those who lie on people should be put in jail or probably prison for life. You know what I'm saying? That's a serious crime. Um, you know what I'm saying? But in the state of Texas, if you're a person of color, it's like you automatically guilty, you know, prove yourself innocent. And this is a white woman situation with the baby mama. That's another reason why, okay? The Tekashi69, whether it was a sister or a Latina that was 13 going with this 17-year-old Tekashi69, like in Chicago, where R. Kelly's from. And Aaliyah was from Detroit, and she was born in New York, I think, okay? They don't care. And a lot of folks, this Me Too movement came from a sister talking about women of color, both African American and Hispanic, in the hood, the barrio, the ghetto, not in Hollywood, which rhymes, you know, being abused while white female victims get, you know, attention, okay? But women of color. So a lot of folks don't understand that, okay? They got hijacked in Hollywood, okay? Everybody look at Lisa Milano, you know what I'm saying? She's Italian. You know what I'm saying? With the situation, the rest of them, and was Rosen Dawson? No, Rosen Dawson. What's her name? Rose McGowan, whatever her name is, Rose McGowan, whatever her name is, yeah, her. Okay, looking at them, it's weird. Okay, all right. So a lot of people don't know about this, but the Tekashi69 situation, like I said, they don't care about. So you have people, even not just with male, female. Look what happened to Whitney Houston, Dee um, Ward, Dionne Ward's sister molested her, or molested Gary, her brother, both of them, okay? And they went to the grave. She didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Let it been a white girl, she molested. You know, of course, Whitney Houston had white in her too, and they American, okay? But she's seen as black with the one drop mentality, okay? You know, so you get my point. Yes, CC Houston talks about her family tree. Black, Dutch, Scottish, and Native American. Her grandfather was Native American. Okay, she's in piercing eyes. I saw that interview with Sister Houston. And then, you know, High Yellow John Houston, Whitney Houston's dad was rumored to have to be part Italian. Mixed with Italian down family tree. Anyway, point is, I have to keep up with mixed race people, okay? I speak multiracial. So, point is, they get away for some reason up in the blue states. I don't like that right there. If I was a liberal politician, I would close that shit down, okay? But when it comes to women of color, people of color in, say, Texas, you accuse of killing, reducing to the victim, especially white, they're going to, of course, R. Kelly's in trouble now. Stop calling my phone, whoever it is. R. Kelly's in trouble now with a sister. But yeah, he already read a red flag. They trying to get anybody of color, especially they're guilty, you know what I'm saying? Not guilty, still trying to get you, okay? Here, you know, in Texas, but in Dallas, not in Houston. But the herpes situation. But it took them, what, 20-some years later, okay? But see right there, it took some 20 years later, okay? You know, Of course, it didn't happen back in the 90s, but really, you think that R. Kelly, when he was touring, he might have somebody? Okay, okay, really. So that's the truth. They did my homegirl that way. My homegirl, she's black, Creole, and Native American. She a little bit my skin tone. She had different texture. She had relaxed, but it was different texture. Hair was curly, natural curly. She had long hair. We were working in the gallery air back in 2000. Um, her baby daddy was white, and her baby daddy was an 18-year-old. We found, I can say how we found his records. The state attorney said they couldn't find him. He was in Texas. He owed child support, but he should have been put in jail because she was 15 when she got pregnant with this white dude. Yes, this was back in 1994 or 5, okay? So, and I don't forget, because her grandmother was black and white and mixed with Creole, something like that. And they had Native American in the family. And she tell me, everybody said her grandmother like a Mexican, her dad's mother. Um, and so I remember she told me, so she was talking about her daughter. Everybody think her daughter's Mexican or something, because due to the fact, that exotic look. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the three races in Mexico: Native, Spanish, and African, third root. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. That's why. Okay, all right. So the exotic mixed look. Okay, so but her baby daddy was out there. He was 18, and they said they couldn't find. So we found some other way where he was located. The attorney said they couldn't find him. They were lying, especially while being a white man. See what I'm saying? So, but if it vice versa, let it been a brother in a white woman. Okay? Oh, they will find his ass probably 1 minute. Okay? You see what I'm saying? It took years. He owed child support. The white dude owed child support. He owed child support to my homegirl back in 2000. Okay? I ain't trying to tell Billy. I ain't making no names. She watch this video. Okay? But yeah, see how stereotypes work? So you get my point. So that's the whole reason why that he got locked up. Folks ain't talking about that, but I'm gonna bring it up because I know how rotten and racist the state of Texas is. But if it's a person of color down there in New York, Chicago, they didn't arrest R. Kelly with Aaliyah, but they made Aaliyah lie about her age. Okay, talking about she was 18 in Cook County. No, she was not. She was 79, just like me. Okay, in 94. That means she was 15 years old. Come on now. So, y'all get my point? So, if someone in California, New York, so in California too, what is up in them nanny states? Really, okay? So, that's a whole different scenario. I'm going to go and detail that. But, that's the reason why. And people know Tekashi plead guilty. So, everybody's looking, even the light skin, the little red, whatever his name is, with the red dreadlocks and how you got light skin, was blasting Tekashi, the one who made him famous. Then you have folks all over. When he was trying to come to Texas, everybody was trying to cancel. For real, y'all know, y'all saw Jay Prince's son, them Latino dudes with some surround going on in California. Okay, everybody was trying to blast. He didn't have, and then I was shocked that when I saw on TMZ, it was brothers fighting each other over Tekashi. I thought some Latino dudes and some brothers brother whoop. Then you had the game trying to check Tekashi, you know what I'm saying? So, and some new Latino dudes in San Antonio, they said, and they called him a nigga too. I hate the N word. They call it, don't let that bitch ass nigga be in that old child, but that's a nigga. And I saw that, they called one time nigga. Okay, so yeah, Tekashi, and yeah, we know why Charlamagne got a lot of views on the Breakfast Club with Tekashi69. He made no offense to Lil Lil G Key, you know what I'm saying, but that rainbow color hair made him more famous. In entertainment, you gotta make some type of look that stands out. You're supposed to know about that. You can't just look regular, okay? Yeah, your personality got to stand out. You got to get people's attention. So he's attention grabber. That's what the rainbow color hair, okay? So that's what he knew what he was doing too when he made that rainbow color hair. So I know it's fruity to you, okay? It's what you said, but that's what got his attention. So everybody thinks everybody knows the 69 on his face, them tats, them ghetto tats and that rainbow color hair, okay? So that's the difference. You know, of course, SPM was made him pop, but made him pop coming from African neighborhood, South Park, being Mexican descent, rapping. Okay, that's what made him. And then too, during that time, he was becoming famous due to that Latin explosion. Okay, and it was just him. You had Big Pun, Fat Joe. Actually, Big Pun, Fat Joe, and SPM did a song together. Y'all know about that, okay? You know. So, and then two was the difference between Tekashi69 and SPM. I'm gonna leave this. Y'all saw that interview, him and Fat Joe talking about Tekashi69. Who did he support that's in office? Donald. I'm gonna act like Nene Leaks when she talk about that check that she got from Donald. When she told Sherelle, Donald Trump. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all laugh how I do it. She said, I was cashing a check. Donald Trump. Donald Trump check. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump. While y'all was doing all that, I was at the bank cashing a check. A Trump check. Donald Trump. When she told Sherelle, I'm rich, bitch. Okay, remember? Okay, I was Housewives Atlanta. So, you know that SPM would not support no damn Donald Trump. Go look it up on YouTube. Fat Joe interviews with Tekashi69. Okay, so that's the truth. So y'all keep up. Y'all, I be keeping up bursting Wendell Williams. I should be the Wendell Williams. That should be my new name, Wendell Williams. Okay, so you know I be keeping up with all these celebrities and stuff. So for real, so that's the real reason why that's a difference between Tekashi. Yes, they're both Mexican descent, except for Tekashi's part Puerto Rican too. Don't forget that part, okay? And one's from Texas and one from New York, okay? New York came in, back from New York came in, okay? You know what I'm saying? Nueva York, okay? You know what I'm saying? Came up, okay? Tejas and Nueva York, okay? You know, Tex-Mex and New York, Meso-Rican, should I say? You know, okay? And yeah, they popping 20 years later, okay? Because that's what the SPM back in 98 was start popping. Okay, in 1999, 20 years later, there's a comparison there. Yes, they both were charged with child molestation or sex abuse to the minor or whatever, but in SPM case, he never pled guilty. That's the difference. And the difference is the victim that they actually went after was the white woman, not the 9-year-old Latina, okay? And rumor has it that she's on Facebook, and y'all need to let me know. Please give me a tea on this, because I want to see with my own eyes before I make a legit accusation, okay? Rumor has she claimed that's her favorite rapper. You know I have folks views me in different ways, not in that manner, but do you see me saying something about that, my favorite, this and that? Y'all watch my videos who I talk bad about who did wrong. It's hard for me to forgive people. Lord forgive me. I would not be saying that's my favorite rapper if that man molested me or anybody. So it's very, 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 very contradicting to her saying that. Because I'm sorry, you would actually want to throw up, mention his name. You know what I'm saying? You want to see him at the gas chamber or something. But no, you're saying it's your favorite rapper if that's true. I say if. Like James Jackson, if. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If. So I need to see the receipts, because I don't want to say that and they come on my channel talking about you say this about me. It ain't true. Okay, I'm just reporting what I'm researching. Okay, you know, if it ain't true, just kindly let me know. Okay, all right, kindly. I ain't saying ratchetly or rudely. Okay, I'm only human. I'm not God. Okay. So the truth of the matter is that's what the difference between Tekashi69 and SPM. Like I say, the accusations, the styles of it, or should I say the styles of it, the levels of it are totally different. Okay, I don't think that SPM will purposely go after a teenager and try to have sex. There were some hood rats, some viral hood rats, should I say, that I heard that was trying to get with SPM who wasn't of age, like live, but I wouldn't sit here and say he purposely. Yeah, he cheated on his wife. No offense to Carly's and the mother, okay? Carly, excuse me, the mother, okay? But, and, her dad. But that's what opened the case up, okay? And they didn't look, and usually one thing about white racist state of Texas, they don't care about your side of the story. It's like, I'm ready to convict you if you're not white. Okay, look at the forensics team. Okay, he should be locked up. He killed a bunch of people getting drunk. Okay, but since he white and got money, that's the reason why. So then I know, and as soon as when they couldn't find evidence on the girls who was trying to accuse him for sleeping with them, who was underage, and this 9-year-old girl, they had to go to the white woman, try to say, who by my age, who was old. He said she claiming that he owed child support, whatever. But I guess they said, "Oh, you went with our women? Oh, we gonna get you for that." You know what I'm saying? They tried to do the OJ thing and the code thing. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So that's what I hate about the state of Texas. Yes, I do. I don't like the justice. Justice is very corrupt, very racist, um, and well, you gotta understand, y'all. I keep on bringing the fact that Alabama was about slavery. Okay, um, the Mexico banned slavery at age 29. Okay, and when Anglo slave masters, who also part of my ancestry as well, brought my African ancestors here mixed and pure. Um, they made the Mexican government in Coahuila mad because it was controlling Tejas at the time, and they rebelled against the Mexican government, which led to the Alamo. Okay, they came here with no papers. To Mexico. Remember these Anglos from the South and Confederate States came here with no papers, sin papeles. Okay, violated the law, enslaving folks, dehumanizing people, and they just banned slavery at age 29 with the Afro Mestizo president, Vicente Guerrero. They didn't want to. So anytime anybody talk about DACA and talk about immigrants, Latino and document immigrants, call them illegal and they don't obey law. Sam Houston obeyed law, so did Stephen Austin and all the rest, and Clay and all, and Lamar and Dow and all. They didn't, and David Crowder didn't obey the law either. Came here illegally to Tejas, bringing slaves. After they banned slavery, after because the Castas, know your Mexican history, y'all. Don't listen to it school. The Castas, the caste system, okay, with that race mixture of 3, not 2, 3 races, okay, which led to the independence of Spain because they felt the caste was racist. Yeah, because of the degree of white DNA you had, and you called that caste, and you got civil rights. The white people who born in the Spaniard whites who was from Spain was on top. The secondary was the Criollos, the white Spaniards who were born in Mexico. Then the mixed race people, the Mestizo, Mulatto, Lobos, on different names of mixed heritage, Lobos, Sambos, whatever they call them, Abados, whatever. Then at the bottom was the Afro Mexicans and the indigenous Mexicans, the American folks, and that's what caused the uproar. A lot of folks don't realize that, and slavery was practiced down that time. That's why. So that's a lot of people don't know, but when they took Texas away from Mexico, it became a slave country, slave masters country, should I say, Republic of Texas. Then they made part of the Confederacy. So, in this, we're about to celebrate Juneteenth. Can't wait to get my check soon, so I can buy some barbecue, make some ribs and chicken, and get some potatoes out. Okay, why we celebrate Juneteenth? Because it took 3 years to let the state of Texas know that slavery was illegal after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. Okay, so this state has a history, a dark history, being racist towards minorities. Besides them lynching African people, the Texas Rangers to harass Sandra Bland's killer, Brian Hussein. Listen to this. Texas Rangers to beat up Mexican folks, kill them, call them bandits. See that goes back to the Black Lives Matter thing and Latino Lives Matter. Anytime they were talking about a person of color getting killed, African American, they're talking about they were thugs, they had credit record, blah blah blah. That was the same excuse that white racist Texas Rangers would use about Mexicans getting killed, saying they were bandits when it was not. We'll wait to the border, and try to go kill a Mexican. And actually, the Klan used to do that. Okay? So folks do not know their history. And one thing that the state of Texas do not teach true history. Trust me. That's why I was always in the library in City Houston when I was a teenager. That's why I'm part of the multiracial movement, reading about this stuff. Actually, being part of the multiracial movement led me to read about these things, especially learn about my own multiracial black, my background with being at the time. All I knew was African American, French Creole, and English, and Native American. But later on, 2 years ago, guys, as y'all know, I finally got Spanish Creole, who's being part Hispanic. Okay, because one of my answers last thing was Real, which is with I, which is Hispanic. And then, Irish and English on my mom's side that I didn't know about. Okay, besides Spanish Creole. So, Spain was in Louisiana too. As Louisiana it was called at the time before it was Louisiana with the French. It was part of Nueva España as well. Spain owned Louisiana. Um, so that's why Galvez, named after Galveston, he was a governor in Louisiana. Galveston, Saltwater. Okay, Galveston, he was in Louisiana. He the one, if I'm not mistaken, is the one who allowed interracial marriage to be legalized in Louisiana. Okay, that's why I said they were not always raping, okay, the slave, okay? So, that's why. Okay, so, know your history. But point is, the state of Texas have always had a dirty past. So, in different New York is more liberal. It's considered a red state. Should I say a redneck state? But it's a blue state, New York. And like I say, what I don't like about as a liberal, and I am a liberal, but I will say this: some of the white so-called liberals who in charge let child molesters, rapists, murderers, thugs in the body of the hood, the ghetto in New York roam that area. Okay, like in California, same thing. Okay, the gangsters, same thing. So, and it's the same thing with R. Kelly. If R. Kelly was in Texas doing all that stuff here, they would let him get away with it to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? As long as I mention white girl, or pure white girl. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, when you think about SPM, if he was doing, if it was legitly, if it was true that he was doing this to every teenage girl that he kind of contact with, it wouldn't take him that long. If it was, what I'm saying, it took him long to realize that they found one of the ladies that he had sex with that was working as a teenager, as a stripper in underage, in line by her age, was a white woman. It's called like it is. Let that been a white woman that had herpes from R. Kelly in Texas. Even though they're trying to get him right now about that. This whole thing, let that been a white woman being peed on that white girl. Let it been Aaliyah being pure white, okay? She got black and American pop and some white in her too, okay? It's common in our backgrounds. You see what I'm saying? Because her grandma was Anita, Native American, okay? On her mom's side, our partner Anita, the tribe Anita, Native American, okay? Point is, let that be a pure. This whole okay, when I been saying I believe I can fly and step again, he been locked up in cell, probably paying attention, whatever. Let's be real. So that's the difference between New York, up there in blue states, and Texas. But remember my homegirl, who's a sister, and her daughter's dad was a white man, 18 when she was 15 back in 95. Okay, it took 2000, and then the state attorney lied and said they could not find this white dude. But we ain't gonna say how we found him. We found out where he was. I ain't gonna say yes. I ain't gonna say where he got. I ain't trying to snitch. I ain't snitching. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know who it was. Like R. Kelly. Okay, I plead the fifth. Not to my recollection. Okay, okay. Yes, in 2000 they found out where he was. He been on child support since '95. Yes, and he lucky he wasn't locked up statutory rape because he was 15 and he was 18 years old. And that was going on back in the 90s. It sure was. It was going. That stuff was going on because I knew girls who was 15, 16, 18, 19, who was underage, going with older guys. Okay. And now when this don't stereotype, when this was Latinos and white, it was also some sisters too. Okay, so yes, that was going on back in. For some reason, and I was asked that question, the generation above me, Purposely, why would you go with a teenager? When I don't find grown women. Lucky I wasn't making no grown women back in the 90s when I was a teenager go to jail. Cause I was, y'all know I was trying. Remember, I was in high school in the ninth grade. It was a Blaxican chick. Her father was Mexican descent, and her mother was African descent, was some German name or whatever, but she identified as black. And she like Pebbles TLC's the manager. She graduated in '95. Yeah, and I was chasing after her in high school. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I was in love with her. Yes, I was. You know damn well. Every time I listen to Give Me the Benefit by Pebbles, all of that, I think about her. Giving you the benefit, child, of working on out. I've been giving you the benefit. Yeah, that's all that out. And I giving you the benefit. Try to work it on out. Work it on, work it on. Woo! Yeah, she looked just like Pebbles. Woo! Damn. And I would not tell nobody if we did. No, we didn't do nothing. We didn't get intimate. But I would not tell nobody. I showed at them back in them days I wouldn't. Okay? I was trying to get my grandfather to sign on paper for us to get married. But we didn't get to hook up because she said I was too young. All of them 2 years apart. When I flunked the first grade, I was grade 97, 98. Okay? So she born 7, so I born in 79. So we just 2 years apart. But she wanted dudes her age, you know what I'm saying? So I saw her last 2 years ago with her husband, her dog skinned husband. And she got big too. But yeah, I was in love with her. Yes, I was in love with her. Giving you the benefit. Out. Baby, I'm sorry. I was in love with her. It sure was. Anyway, point is, I was. But anyway, point is, and you know damn well I was in love with her. Yeah, it was some fine women back in them days of all different shades, sizes, and colors. And you know damn well if they want to go a teenager, I probably jump on the bandwagon and go with them. Okay? I sure was. It was some light skinned older cat. He ought to be my dad. He told me he had, because I said, dang, you got a child close to my age. And he was a little younger, born in the 60s. There's another dude who's more darker than me, with straight hair. He was Creole. Yeah, straight curly hair. He had a Louisiana accent. That was his friend who was working at Isles Farmware. Let me tell you our business. But the high yellow was like orange, but high yellow bald head. He told me he said when he was a teenager, so was. He said he ran away. He was doing his grown woman, his grown sister. I said, dang. I was 19. I said, dang, you what? Damn. I wish I was trying to get away from my grandparents' house. Damn, I was trying to do the same thing. He said no, he regretted that because when he tried to leave the woman, and look at this sister ain't locked up. She was trying to drug him. She sure was. She was control. Yes, she sure was. And then I met another dude. He was Afro Latino. And he had long hair, dark skin with long hair. I forget. I don't say who he is. A lot of folks know him. And he has a son. He was younger, like in his 20s, but son was 50. I was like, what the hell? And he told me he fell in love with an older woman. He was a teenager back in the 80s or something like that. So, and I was like, damn, I don't know how y'all meet these damn grown women. I want to go with them grown women. I want to stay out. My grandparents got my... Okay. And they're like, no, you don't know what we went through. You don't know what we went through, okay? And never forget that. So for real, he told me that straight. I said, he said he went through a lot with his baby mom that was older. Okay, so I realized I'm glad I didn't make that mistake. You know, I did have a girlfriend that was 18. Remember I was talking about the George Lopez thing last year? Remember last year I was bashing George Lopez, and I said that we broke up because of her family. She chose me. I was trying to do her Mexican friend, but she chose me. She was Mexican descent in French. She had French down the family tree as well, and her dad's the one, and her brother who's about my age was the one that broke us up. She chose me because I wasn't looking for her. I wasn't checking for her. But she chose me. I was 15. She was 18. I was going on 16 a year. So that's what I'm saying. That they'll find 18 older women. Why would you go with teenage girls? That's what I would ask. You know. So, you know. But I do, in my belief, and maybe God would tell me if I'm wrong, do believe that SPM is innocent because he stand by his word and there was no evidence, but I know how the state of Texas is and how racist it is and how the judicial system is very racist. I cannot sit here and say he was guilty. Okay? Cannot. But with the situation with Tekashi saying that he plead guilty, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be like that brother, the one that took his life, that was in Ruckus County, Ruckus Mount, whatever. Remember the young one about the backpacks, where I got his name. I will say, no, I'm not pleading no damn guilty. We gonna go to Supreme Court. We have to fight this case, okay? Because I've been falsely accused. So that's what I'm saying. So, and one thing, they do let tromos or anybody that's criminals get away with murder more in up north than the south. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why, and especially the victim is of color too. Okay, let's be real. If the victim is white, you know what I'm saying? Like the four guys that they jumped that white dude after Trump, you know what I'm saying? Making all the, they caught them like that. Let it be some African and Hispanic. They were caught them, and they did catch them. They're not gonna put them on mainstream news. Look what happened to the Guatemalan young man that I did a story on 2015. And the white dudes that killed this 18-year-old Guatemalan Latino man, I guess it was a boy, no, 18-year grown. The white dude said they were going guat hunting. Y'all listen, if you're from Florida, y'all know when white dudes say guat hunting, they talking about go kill a Latino person who's Guatemalan descent. So yes, these white thugs killed that Latino dude in Florida, in ratchet ass Florida, sure did. So y'all get my point. That I just, you know about the, and remember I was, sociology was my favorite subject in college when I was in El Paso College, and yes, I did pass that course in 2006 in December. So yes, I love sociology. So therefore, you can tell by the videos I make, I love sociology. So therefore, that's what I'm saying, is that just looking at the attitudes of the judicial system is weird, but with Tekashi, it's a totally different case. That's like I said, I'm sorry to spend an hour on this, but I got charged this phone because my phone dying. Anyway, y'all have a blessed Wednesday. Bye bye. Have a nice day.